lashes. I just, you know what, people ask me and I'm like, I still don't want to lose me, even though I'm coming from sometimes just the bedroom to the living room. I still want to feel good. And, you know, some days I don't get dressed. Like yesterday, I didn't get dressed at all. So how about that?
Oh, I like that. That sounds really good.
Is that better?
Okay, so
Oh, that's
whatever you like, what you see. I mean, you have a beautiful background,
yeah.
and I've had people literally carry their laptop or phone around the whole house for 15 minutes until I said, I think we're good.
No,
Just,
I'm good here. Whatever this is a good line for me. Good lighting, everything.'re good.
oh, you look incredible, and there's quite a bit of nice stuff back there. I see some awards.
Thank you. Yes, God is good. Yeah.
What do you do? Are you a dancer?
I sing. I
Oh,
sing.
you sing. I heard about that. Yeah,
I sing.
kind of good.
Thank you. I sing. I've been singing for 30 years now. I started when I was 21. I'm 50 now. I just say the 90s because I feel like I like to be as youthful as possible. I just say the 90s. But yeah, I've been singing for a while, and I'm known for the hit song "Finally."
You are known for so many songs.
Thank you.
What of all them? Because I mean, if anyone went to your page and looked at the list, it's literally you can scroll down for like 5 minutes. You've done every type of genre. You've been with every type of record label.
Thank you.
What song do you sing in the shower, even if it's not yours?
I just, it depends on the day. Sometimes I sing a gospel song. I love Latin music, so I like to sing El Cantante by Hector Lavoe. I love that. Sometimes I listen to opera music. You know, I listen to a variety of things. I'm not just in one genre because I get bored with just the same thing.
Really? Now, what's this about 7 octaves or 5 to 7 octaves? That's pretty crazy. Is that a promotional thing, or can you really knock that out?
I can go right down in here, or I can go up here. Oh.
Even through my computer.
I don't know if it's about 7, so we'll say I put it like this: other people can probably judge that better than me. Someone told me that I sing 7. I used to take lessons. I used to take vocal lessons, and so that's what I was told.
Did your first teacher lose their mind, his or her mind, when they heard you sing? Because even untapped raw talent must have shocked them.
You know what? For me, it was one of those things where when people heard, the first feature I did was "Give It All You Got," Marvelous JC, and I did it I was 18 years old at the time. First time in the studio. No, 19. I'm sorry. And I got in the studio, did "Give It All You Got." I was singing around Arizona. I ended up doing Overweight Pooch, who was on A&M at the time, and it was like, hey, you need to do these 3 songs. So the A&R there, Manny Lehman, heard my voice. He was like, wait a minute, honey, who is that piercing it in the back? Who is she? Right? And I was like, me. And so he was like, do you have any other songs? And I was like, yeah, I do. He was like, can I hear it? It turned out to be Final. And here we are.
Oh, wow. So him just hearing it in the back led to this. Wow.
Yes, because he said you have such a signature. So the signature that he heard was that, right? He heard that, and then he heard like the song Finally. And he was like, that goes across so many genres. It's pop, it's dance, it's just different. The beat was infectious. They said, hey, the bass line is that don't, 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 don't. And I had no idea at the time. I was young. You know, I was like real green to the business. I was like, well, I think you might like this song. And they were like, okay. And next thing you know, here we are.
Next thing you know, the whole country loves it. What was that like for you to have that type of...
I'm sorry.
What was that like for you to have that type of response from something that, you know, you always liked, but had no idea that the world would just go, wow?
It was overwhelming because it was like, for me, I was like, oh my God, I'm walking down the street and they're like, CeCe. And I'm like, oh, you know me? I'm from Arizona. How do you know me? And they're like, well, we know your music. And I was like, oh, well, thank you. And the other thing was, it was like to go on a show and then people are like, they're singing your song. So it was a poem. I always say it was a poem that turned into a song, that turned into a career. So to be able to go across so many moons from Arizona to Africa to London to wherever in the world, and people are singing your song, I mean, it's such a blessing to me. I feel really blessed.
You mentioned Africa. Weren't you the first person ever to sing after apartheid ended?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I have a newspaper clipping for it that I saved because it really just meant a lot to me to be that person. You know, it was historical, so I was thankful.
It truly is historical. I mean, that's a horrific thing. It ends, or as much as we could say, they kind of ended it. And you're there singing, and then also you sang for a president there, maybe a couple times. What was that about?
You know what I sang for? So what happened was I sang for Hillary Clinton. She had an event out in Lansing, Michigan, and when she was in Lansing, they were like, "Oh, we love her voice. We love her. Would you like to do the inauguration?" I was like, "Hello, yes." And so I had I had the inauguration. So remember, you asked me about some of the stuff that's back here. That was part of back here, some of the awards and stuff that I had. Look, this is from.
Grab them.
Can you see it?
A little bit higher, please. Okay.
53rd presidential inauguration. From
oh my God.
1997, and they gave me that award. So for me, it was like such a blessing, and I had a chance to sing at other events, you know. And it's funny because I'm sorry, I'm all out of the frame. But when I came to Arizona, it was like, hey, President Clinton suggested that you sing. He requested you to do the national anthem, and I was like, I would love to. Let's make it happen. So
that's amazing.
Yeah,
I've always wondered when they choose someone for like a national anthem, maybe at the baseball game. I know it's a massive honor, and actually that's part of it. What type of nervousness comes from that? Because it's like you do a stage show maybe 50 times in a month or something. That's what you do, but that one time.
It's actually nerve-wracking. I know that people, and I'm gonna say it's nerve-wracking because it's such. It's one of those songs that everyone knows the words. So if you mess it up, if you forget the words, if you go off track, if you sing a wrong note, they're like,
okay. She's a traitor. She's a communist.
Right. And so for me, it's like one of those things. It's like you just want to make sure that people feel it and that they're moved by it. And the thing about it, I have to say, outside of my own self singing it, one of the best national anthems I've ever heard is when Whitney Houston sang it, and it was like so moving. So it's like, to me, once you have a national anthem that moves people, I feel like people are in a different place with it. So, yeah.
It's really important what you said about moving people, because regardless of your level of patriotism, everyone somehow gets into that bombs bursting in air and they come together, and then there's one person representing that feeling for everyone who hears it,
right?
And it's you. Obviously, you can nail it, but still the pressure. Wow.
Thank you.
That's something. Quick thing, when you said about Whitney Houston, this is crazy. I was at a guy named Art Ford's apartment. Well, it's not Art Ford. Art Ford was this guy. I was interviewing him, and at the moment we're interviewing, everybody's beepers and phones and everything went off. He was Whitney Houston's manager who started her, and she had passed away, and they were making the notifications as we were doing the interview. And I stopped the interview immediately, and then he said, "No, turn it on." And he started crying and talking about her. It was, but anyway, special stuff.
She was such an icon in music. I feel like there will never, ever be another her. There's people that can sing and they're talented, but she just had something special that I just feel like the world is missing. And that's just my honest opinion. She's just such a beautiful vocalist.
Yeah, there was something about, you have that too, though, and Adele has it, the ability to do sounds and vocal ranges and do it with emotion, but with ease, as if we said, "Hey, can you do that 100 more times?" And you go, "All right, 100 more times." That's when there's talent.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's like sometimes, you know what's funny is because as artists, it's such a different interpretation for us because sometimes life happens. So sometimes you're not sure, am I giving like what I need to give? Am I making sure that I'm making the bad day for somebody a great day? Did I, it's because of all the things running in your head, because I swear when you're on stage, you see everything from the person crossing their arms to the person who's hey, what's up? To the, you see everything. And so you just want to make sure that everybody has a good experience. And so for me, it's like when I hit stage, it's like everything I forget about everything else going on. Such a beautiful feeling. Euphoric.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed at what you said, that you have an awareness. I would have thought that you kind of go off into like a kind of a fog of just singing outward. So you're seeing the person who might be checking their text message and going, "Oh no, you don't. I'm singing."
I've called people out before. And I make them get on stage. They're like, CeCe. And I'm like, no, you're going to get on stage. Gigi. I'm sorry, this is my Chihuahua. She's over here.
Oh, please. There's 3 rescue animals in this apartment too.
Here she is right here.
Oh, hello, baby. You sing too? You got a beautiful voice.
Fur baby. She was
so cute.
Yeah. But anyway, so people don't know, you don't check out, you see stuff. At least I do. I don't know about everybody else's experience, but I see what's going on.
Wow. I didn't see in the research about that, you pulling people on stage. That is incredible. I love that. Just don't play my audience.
I remember I went somewhere, I had dancers, a rapper, 3 singers. Like, I'm very fun about like sharing the stage with people. I always feel like there's a future star in the audience and you never know who that person is. And so, I was once the little kid that had the dream that, I don't mind sharing the stage, where some people be like, no, it's my turn, it's my stage. And I'm like, no, let me share with people. I feel like, that's what we're all here to do is be a gift to the world. And so if I can help somebody else, have that moment that I once had, then I like doing that. So
that's really nice. I really, music right now, everyone realizes this. It's so important. It was always important, but now we almost don't have anything. We can't go out to eat. We can't go to the movies. We can't visit friends. We can't do anything. So we have Netflix and we have music. And
Netflix.
Wow. Yeah, Netflix and tunes. Yeah, I mean, that's it. So, a lot of pressure on you people.
I feel like music is definitely soothing for the soul. I feel like how it is for me, it's that way for a lot of people. And I feel like there's something about music that just brings a happiness or brings you back to a time. Like, I think that's why people resonate with music so much, because it creates those memories. And it's like, dang, I can remember when this came out, I was roller skating, or I was like, I had a new boyfriend, or I got married. And I think that's why music is so needed in the world right now, because it's like, that's why you see everybody. Like, if one thing I've been doing in quarantine is I've been roller skating, and people have been cracking up because I'm like not perfect at it. So the first time I get on it, I look like I'm 12 again, and I'm rolling on the skates looking like a straight, I look so whack. But anyway, people were crying, laughing. And if you go on my Instagram, you'll be laughing. So then yesterday, I did another video, and I was like, look, y'all, I'm moving. And all of a sudden you see sky and trees, right? Because I'm moving around trying to be cute. And then yesterday I was doing circles in the kitchen, right? And then people were laughing. I was like, the skater girl is back. Y'all look and see what happened. So I almost fell again. And so they're like cracking the hell up because it's not perfect. It's like, people want to feel like, hey, there's some normalcy to you. You're not perfect. It's just, you're having fun. And I was in a house game.
You're relatable.
Yeah.
If you come out and do flawless rollerblading, people are going to go, oh, great, she's the best singer and she can roller skate. There's no enjoyment. But when you're like them, that's perfect. I have to check those out. I miss those. Those I'm definitely going to as soon as we're done with this.
I love that straight baseball cap on, like, yo, what's up, y'all? Blah, blah, blah.
You are extremely playful. You don't have any of that life got to me and now it's like, oh, I wake up and I have to work and whatever. Have you always had that? You must have, because you're like a kid. You've got a joy to you.
You know what? I wake up sometimes on the wrong side of the bed. I did yesterday. I'm not going to lie. I have my moments in my days and I'm saying, okay, let's assess here. Why are you having a bad day already? It's 9 a.m. already going the hell off in your mind. So I have my moments, and trust me, I have a story. I've been through 2 divorces, 2 marriages, 2 divorces, a long career since the 90s. So trust me, there's a lot going on. In fact, I'm writing a biopic about my life because I feel like people tell me all the time, they're like, how do you not wear what you've been through? And I'm like, the man above. That is the only reason why I said, I promise you, if you would only know that I've been through my struggles, I've had my car decline at a hotel, I've had different things happen to me, I've had not been paid my royalties, I've had the times when I didn't have a lot, but you know what it did for me? I chose to go the other way instead of just after I became the victim, because everybody has the victim moment. And then you say, okay, well, what am I going to do with the victim moment? I'm going to be greater. I'm going to be a soldier and a warrior. And those are the moments that I felt like I evolved and grew the most, because I would take, Gigi, move. Sorry. I took those moments where I didn't really have, okay, you know, on Instagram, you can't wear the same clothes, right?
Right.
Right. They'll get your ass. So what I started doing was I restarted repurposing stuff. I would cut it. I would put different buttons. I would do different shoes. I started doing different hair. So I just started changing things up, and I learned to become more creative because I didn't have it at the time. And I said, I'm not going to let them know like right now that I don't have to struggle, because what happens is promoters don't want to pay artists the same money when they feel like you're struggling. You tell them after the struggle.
Fake it till you make it, right?
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Because then you're out of it. You're not going to take it personal if someone says a jacked up comment, because you're like, hey, I'm not there anymore, but this is what I went through, you know? And I'm compassionate to understand somebody else. That's why in pandemic, if someone says something, I go, oh, no, honey, I do understand. Please trust and believe. I do understand. Trust, you know?
I can't wait for that book. As long as you don't start bedazzling things. If I see bedazzling, then there's going to be a problem, CeCe. Because then I'll know somebody's got to come in and do like a pandemic intervention on you.
I already did the dazzle.
Oh, it's too late. Everybody, it's too late. We lost her. One of the greats.
The dazzle, but look, when I'm at home, if it makes anybody feel any better, I'm not always in lashes and wigs. But when I come and do my social media, I am the artist. I feel like I should be the artist. And that's what I like to be. I feel like it's nothing wrong with bringing it down, but I feel like when people know me, I do that for people who know me. There has to be a side of you that's just you, that you just don't get to the public. And that's how I feel.
No, I totally agree. Otherwise, you're lost, and there's no you anymore.
Right.
There's just her. There's her. There's CeCe.
Right.
CeCe, the famous person, singer, lady, whatever. Yeah. Keep that close. You and the puppy.
There
Nobody
you go.
else.
There you go. Puppy and puppy scarf without all this. Okay. About that.
What was that?
I said the puppy and the headscarf without all the lashes and the extra. Trust me, I could be just bring it right on down. No makeup, nothing.
Well, you're confident and secure in yourself, which is, in this Instagram world, it's kind of crazy. Can you explain something? I was going through some stuff here. Okay. You said something about the creative process of music and streaming in this day and age. I've tried to ask this of many people. I remember mixtapes and no digital. The first time digital ever presented itself, it was in a magazine, and it was like a centerfold. I think it was, I don't know, ladies magazine, and they said, this is the song by U2, and it was all zeros and ones.
Right.
And everybody said, what is zeros and ones? And that was the beginning. Now with streaming and Spotify and this and Pandora and all these things, how does one keep track or make money when they are extremely popular like yourself? I mean, even the team that works for you. Yeah, it's not like you're sitting there counting it, your team. How do they manage someone making money off of your talent?
The best way that you can make talent in this day and age, to me, is streaming pays nothing. Whereas 10 million downloads used to be $10 million because it was 99 cents, right? It's now probably $10,500.
For 10 million?
10 million. That's why, if you look at Pharrell's story, when he was doing the song Happy, he was agitated because he had all those streams. Remember? I've gotten all just so happy.
He thought he was happy because he's getting paid.
Well, I don't have the word right. But anyway, when people heard that, it was so popular, but he didn't get paid properly off it because everything's on Apple Music. Everything is on downloading. Everything is, you click and you can download through a subscription. So you know what that means? If the artist doesn't stay on tour, the artist is not getting paid properly unless they're recouped. And even then, you have to just prove like, hey, do they have the, okay, so people don't know this as well. If your name is spelled wrong, if the song is spelled wrong, if it's a remix, if it's a featuring, if it's a CeCe Peniston, and there are so many different ways that people get paid. And what they do is they also take an old song, they make a new body of work out of it that doesn't include you, or they add themselves on as a singer and they're the producer, and you're still not getting paid. And it's like, how greedy are you and how much do you need?
Holy
So
God.
if you listen to Pandora, what do? They give you one continuous stream, don't they?
Yeah, it never stops.
Until they give you a commercial. So how many songs probably come on before the commercial? Maybe 10, 15 songs?
Yeah.
That's considered a continuous stream. You're not getting that one stream. It's considered, you're on a continuous stream with 15 other people or 20.
I have never heard, everyone always said that the music business is worse than anything. Forget Wall Street, the TV, entertainment world, movies. They said it's like the Wild West, but I didn't know that they created loopholes like this that are insane.
It is. It's that way. It's like, okay, people have asked me about this. Priscilla Queen of the Desert. Priscilla Queen of the Desert finally was in the beginning of the whole movie and at the end of the whole movie. But if you look at the beginning of the whole movie, they called it overture, and then they called it finale.
So just labeling it something else
is a different body of work. And now it has a different ISRC code. If you have a different ISRC code, then guess what? If someone else signed that ISRC code under their ASCAP BMI or whatever they've done, you're not going to get paid for it. And if it made millions of dollars, you're not making those millions of dollars. That's why you have to have the right lawyers. That's why you have to have the right accountant. That's why you have to have the right team, period. And sometimes, and I'm just going to say this, in the artist's defense, they're paying jacked up taxes because they had accountants that took money or didn't pay their taxes, i.e. me. I had an accountant that did that to me, not my current accountant, but I had a prior accountant. So over millions.
Wait, did I hear that correctly? You had an accountant who did not pay your taxes?
No, I gave him money for my taxes. I remember one year I gave him 80 grand to pay my taxes. I looked the next year or two. Next thing you know, I have a tax deficit of $159,000 that I owed to the IRS. And not only did you have my taxes jacked up, you stole over $1 million from me and started 3 businesses. And you put yourself on my taxes. So you added taxes to my taxes. And I had to call the IRS and say, is there a reason why this person is on my taxes?
So in addition to obviously the thing that everyone is talking about now with somebody doing a little oversampling, you had that. How long ago was that? I didn't even see that one.
2000. I woke up from a bad effing dream. A bad dream in 2000 when I looked up at my bank account and I was like, oh, where is my money?
Oh my God.
And why am I in a tax debt right now? So I was struggling around that time. I was very depressed. That's why I'm saying people don't understand what people go through and struggles and stuff like that. Even though I don't wear it, I chose not to. It's not because, and a good pair of lashes helps, by the way.
Plug somebody's lashes. Say somebody's lashes so we can get a million.
My eyes are cute. Look, I'm going to get my
own. Yours? Those are yours.
No, but there's going to be.
Oh my God, they are fantastic. Okay, so good pair of lashes.
I'm working on my, so I'll just say that I'm working on some skincare and some other things that I've been working on. But anyway, yeah.
Good. So, let me know when you do it. Let me know when you do it.
I just want to make sure the trademark is there so someone don't take that too. You know how that goes. So anyway.
Okay. So back to that, because my father was a lawyer and I saw the horrible, crazy things that could be done. He was on the good side. He used to say to people, I'm a lawyer, but don't hate me. Don't hate me for it. But given that situation, clearly the evidence is all there. How does he make you whole again? And how many years did it take? And was the money gone by then, or was it hidden in shelf? Like gone?
gone. And then I had another lawyer that I hired, but I feel like they knew him and they kept putting me off so long that by the time I really was able to try to get money back and the statute of limitations was able to be put into place, that I was effed again, and I couldn't prosecute because I had no longer I had the money to do so.
Oh yeah, they beat you with finances. They beat you with their
They
wallets.
they beat me at that time, but I got back up and I said, I'm going to beat you. You can beat me for now, but it gives me motivation. And thank you. Thank you for motivating me, because sometimes people have said, oh, you're such a pistol. You're so, you say just whatever. And I'm like, you don't understand my story. And when you have nothing, I don't have anything to lose by saying what my flow would be. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've already lost it. I mean, I don't know what else to really say. I can name names with him because it's actually true. And what are you going to say? Because I have records. I'm one of those people that have all my paperwork from when I first signed my deal.
Right, so, public record. You got it.
And he's not here, so bless his soul.
Wow. Well, I've seen it on Facebook, and I hate to quote Facebook, but it's a good one. They said, you're not a true hustler unless you can make it, lose it, and make it back again.
Let me tell you what motivated me. I was looking at a story on Marvin Gaye, and Marvin Gaye was talking about how he had lost $1 million and got it back. And then he lost $1 million and got it back. I said, well, hell, if Marvin can lose 2 million, I can lose 1 and get it back. So that was my motivation. Like, hey, get over yourself. Quit crying over spilt milk. This made you greater at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, you always had food on the table when you were a child. My dad was in the military. I had parents who were working. I didn't really go through the struggle until that point. So I'm thankful for the struggle because it made me greater, and I really understand what people go through. I promise.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. And you didn't have it as a child, which is crushing. You had it as an adult where you're prepared and, I'm going to take it on.
Or you've done the work. That's the most agitating part. When it's not at your own hand that you lose your money, that is the most irritating thing. When you mess it up, that's different. When someone messes it up for you.
It seems strange because it's such a common theme that it's not like, oh, they robbed CeCe. This is something I've always heard about managers, that they're always doing something when they're taking off of the money or they're investing it or pocketing it, from the Beatles to Rolling Stones to everybody. Is that part of just the music business, that if you're a manager, your job is to steal a certain amount?
I'm not going to say every manager because there's good managers. In fact, my brother's my manager now, so I know he would never take anything from me. Right. That's one reason why he is my manager.
Yeah, it's in the family.
I haven't necessarily, put it like this, managers that may have took from me, I don't know. I can't really truly say. I can say maybe 1 or 2 things didn't look right and I didn't like the way it looked. But what I can say is that the music business is grimy sometimes. It really is. And if you want to do this, you have to love it. Because it's not going to always be what you want to do. Sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. People say, well, why do you stay in it if you don't want to do it? Like at certain times when I didn't want to, and I said, I got to pay bills. I have to do my job. I'm like the next person. And I'm like, hey, thank God I'm in a place where I love music right now. I love singing. I love being on stage. However, we're again in a pandemic and you can't go out and sing. So you have to create other streams of revenue. And what does that look like for you? So I sing, but I don't overshare. I'll put it like that on Facebook, because I feel like people want to hear you do something and then they want to say, give us more. And you go, no, not too much. Just let me give you some and then back up. Because when you do it every week, then they're like, okay, now we're bored with you. We're not coming back on. What else you got?
Exactly. I did a small thing. Someone had asked me a round of questions and I had said, if you are not creative and like a slot machine where it's random and you don't know what you're getting and it's always different and it's unpredictable, you're going to have your career erased by a million tweens in an instant, because their brains are this small and they have 2,000 channels on cable. They have Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever. So like you're doing that, parcel it out just a little. Keep them.
Yes. Because you know what, when you were an entertainer, like before, when I came out, celebrities were celebrities, and when you had your star, you had your publicist, you had your. It was like a different platform. You didn't get a chance to know celebrities because it was like
No.
mystique. It was a mystique thing. Like, oh, I wonder what they do. I wonder what they eat. I wonder what what they're about. And now it's like, well, if I don't know you, I don't want to know you. If I don't
Right.
understand, if I can't relate to you, I don't want to know you. And then Instagram makes it so quick. You can scroll to the next thing in 3 seconds. When you have the mindset that you're bored in three, let's say you go on a live, you're going to give it a minute. If it ain't talking about something you want to hear about, next. And you have to think that way. I remember somebody,
Right.
I think it was, they went to play Diddy something, right? And he said 30 seconds. If it doesn't grab him, the beat doesn't start grabbing him or grab an executive within a minute, 30 seconds to a minute, next.
Right. Because they're the audience. They're becoming the audience. If I'm sitting at home, boom, no, gone. Which is terrifying. It really is.
It is because people don't see potential anymore. They don't say, I see you. I know what I
Mhm.
could do with you. I think that you would be awesome. Like I hear your voice and I can build you up and I can make it great because I have the tools to do so. Now they're like, what's the hair look like? What's the nails look like? What the sound is? Let me see the stage performance. It's like you have to come packaged up already with a bow on it or they don't care. That in the 90s you didn't have to be like that when I came out.
Mhm.
They were like, oh, she's cute. We can work with her. She sounds good. She has a good
Mhm.
personality.
And now they even ask like actors who are auditioning and stuff, what's your following? They want to know your following when you're coming in, not even how good are you? What can you bring? What audience can you bring to us by us hiring you? It's
Right,
crazy.
right, right. I'm on an interview. I'll call you back. Bye. That was my marketing director. I'm like, I'm on
He's
an He
he's
probably
probably
forgot.
at the
He
he's at the
forgot.
car
I'll
dealership
call you
buying a
back
car in your name.
like this. No, he just put the phone up like. So yeah. So you say would actors say it one more time? With actors, they're asking what now?
Oh no, with actors who audition who aren't, A-list direct bookings, they're
Mhm.
like, what's your following? And musicians too, what's your following? They want that instant audience. I mean, why is Kylie Jenner and them and Gigi doing Victoria's Secret? Well, they bring 38 million viewers instantly. So that tells you.
It's like that for promoters too. They want to know how many butts are you going to put in the seat personally. We want to see ticket sales. We want to see this and that. And that's why people have to be, that's why branding is very important. You should only bring it down so much because people are looking at what are your followers? What is your content? What did you do in quarantine? Did you sit back and relax for 3 months? Or did you get creative? Were you on this person's live? Were you boring? Did you look jacked up? Did you hit different spectrums of stuff? I mean, they really do look at that. Unfortunately, you either fall in, fall off, or I don't know. Someone else is going to fall in your place. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, because collectively now everyone is a performer.
Right.
Everyone is on this global digital stage. It's no longer that you have to be in, Carnegie Hall. Your bedroom's a stage, the bathroom's a stage. Everybody's dancing, they're TikToking. It's actually pretty overwhelming.
It can be, and I've noticed that. And I said, well, pick the things that you love to do. And the things that I've noticed that people love from me is fitness, that they love that I'm doing fitness. They love that I'm doing skating. They like to hear me sing. I've gotten on several different people's lives, and they're like, you're so animated. You're so fun. Like you said, thank you. So, I appreciate that about you. But they were like, you're so fun. You're good to talk to. So I've noticed I stay in those lanes, but I also come off for a minute and let people say, okay, where'd she go? And then I get back on.
You have to keep them guessing. You have to keep them guessing. Um, let's see.
Hi, Gigi. You're so bratty.
What's that?
I was telling my dog, she just keeps wanting to hop up here with me. She's so bratty.
All right, I'm going to sing something. Ya ya e, ya ya e.
Hmm.
Don't sue me. What's that about? Ya ya e.
You know what it's about.
All right. Now, with that lawsuit, there's something called sampling. It
Hmm.
went too long over the 7 seconds.
Is that what you read?
That's what I read. Okay. It went up to 40 seconds.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get like a yes or no confirmation on this
I
stuff.
know.
Are you free to yes or no things? Because I know there's,
I
legal
can't,
things.
I can't do yes or no, but you can guess on your own. I mean,
Okay. All right. Well, clearly, you know what? I'll say I did the side by side comparison that you put on Instagram. And in my opinion, which is just simply someone who likes music and used to have a boombox, there's no doubt. I mean, it's right there. And of course, the template response of there's no similarities, there's nothing, whatever, it's baseless, it's whatever. No, it's right there. And in this case, the evidence is free for everyone to see it.
say the last part.
Sorry, the screen just shut down for half a second. It's
Oh, of course it did. Of course it did. Of course, look. Of course it went haywire.
thank God. Hello?
I can hear you.
Oh, perfect. I thought I lost you. Okay.
I know.
Any expectation? My screen just went black for a second. On resolution to this, or is this going to be one of those long, drawn out ones?
I think that people are just going to have to keep watching the music industry.
Okay.
And see where things go. I would say there's probably been instances in the music industry where people have seen a lot of different things. And they just have to keep on watching and see what the direction of music will take. In this day and age, it's become normal place to do a lot of different things. And it's funny because there have been different people who have sampled finally. Joyner Lucas and Chris Brown just sampled finally and called it finally. Yeah. And then who is it? Whole Lotta Love and Travis Scott. So the main thing is it's not really if someone samples, it's the licensing that's put in place for the sampling.
Okay, that's where it is.
So it's not if someone uses your body of music, because the biggest form of flattery is someone using your music. It's what's been put in place beforehand or during that makes sure that the artist is properly compensated.
Okay, so with sampling, if I were to try to sample something, is there a certain amount that you're allowed to take, because that's what my understanding was, without having to talk to the people or licensing or talk to the artist or the management? You can just take that amount and use it. Is that correct? That I can take under 7 seconds?
Normal commonplace is you can take under 7.
Okay.
In sampling a record.
Okay.
It's just what people consider sampling. It's, you know what it is? It's a proving ground. The music business is about what you can prove. And it's about, hey, is this truly what it is? Or maybe it was this, or maybe it was that. It doesn't always go by what it looks like. Perception is up to the publishing companies and the record companies and the people that all know each other.
That all know each other. That's important.
Yeah.
That's important.
And it's, you know, it's like I said, it's up to interpretation.
Okay. Maybe you could answer this one. Were you the person who discovered this similarity, or was this brought to your attention?
I can't really say.
Okay, because I could just imagine if you woke up one day and you're like, what is he doing? What is this person doing? Okay, no problem.
I know people keep asking me, say something, and I'm like,
you really can't. You really can't.
You know what? People have to be careful about the things that they say. Because sometimes people can come after you for the things that you say.
Yeah, while something else is taking place and people are commenting, and then that gets Exhibit C.
People take things out of context, and so you have to be careful. Like with anything, I don't care what it is, an interview, it could be a TV show, it could be, you know, if you're speaking of somebody's character, you have to be careful about how you portray somebody else to be. And it doesn't mean that you're really talking about the person, because people have often asked me, I'm like, I like Lizzo's music. I like Lizzo's music. And I like her interpretation. So, I mean, that's all I can say.
I read all that there's no dislike, there's no bad feelings, there's no anything. There's just a little bit of a similarity here.
Chris Brown's music. I like Travis Scott's music. But it's you. Like I said, it's up to interpretation, and it's what happened beforehand. And I can't really discuss the before and the after.
Okay, so there's a beforehand we don't know about.
I don't know.
There's a before. There's a good beforehand.
I'm sure there's a good before. I just don't know all the befores that happen.
That's for the discovery part of the trial. Yeah, this ought to be something interesting.
I didn't say anything about that now. I didn't say that there was going to be one.
Oh, okay. All right. Whatever I say, just ignore it. This is me just talking. These are not her words.
Hey, I'm just saying, when people ask me about that, I'm very funny because they always assume that there's something more going on behind the scenes than there is. Maybe there's not. Maybe it was a conversation.
Ooh. This is deep, mysterious music business stuff. Wow.
Like I say,
you write a song?
Just, I like the song.
You have to write a book. Will you write a song about this experience, do you think?
I'm gonna write a book about a whole lot of experiences.
When are you gonna start that? Because I know a lot of people talk about writing a book. What?
I've already started.
That's what I want to hear.
Right.
That's what I want to hear.
Right.
Okay, let's do some quick questions. If I talk to an ex of yours, what would they say is your best quality and your worst quality? And don't lie, CeCe.
I'm bratty.
Bratty?
I'm bratty. I'm so bratty. I'm like, well, I allow you to be a brat too. So, I don't know what to tell you. And that's it. I'm a great cook is one of my great qualities. I'm going to make you laugh. I want to make you feel amazing. I'm a great business partner. I feel like if I'm with somebody, I want to make you great along with me being great as well. So whatever helps me helps you.
Okay. You believe in ghosts?
I believe in energy.
Okay.
I don't know if that's ghost or not, but I do believe that there's energy sometimes that we don't always see. I feel like there's kinetic energy that we don't always see. There's stuff that have you ever been in a room and you're like, oh, this feels weird. What am I feeling? Like, you don't know what that is, that little gut thing that you feel. That's what they say, your gut knows, trust that bitch.
Trust that bitch.
Trust that bitch. She knows. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you feel like there's something there, there's probably something there. It doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing.
Right. I'm not gonna throw you across the room and flip you upside down and twist your head off.
I've seen something on TV, and I don't know if they were doing some special acrobatics or what, but I've seen some stuff, and I'm like, did they put a piece of rope around him and like on the bottom of his foot and do some extra like acrobatic stuff? Like, I don't know. Do you think it's real? Do you believe in it?
At my grandmother's house, stuff happened that no one could explain, any adult or child.
Okay.
Just couldn't explain it. There was nobody floated by, no one stuff like that. But someone would be trying to open a drawer like of a dresser, and no one can do it. They waited till their husband came home because he was really strong. He went upstairs to do it. The dresser drawer was open. Just a lot of stuff like that. Weird things and just unexplainable. Hearing footsteps and stuff.
I've had that at the last house that I had, I felt something. I would hear something fall over, or I'd be like, what the hell is that? I'd go up there, I wouldn't see anything. It was really weird. In fact, that house ended up getting robbed. So maybe somebody was up there moving around and I wasn't paying effing attention. You hear me? Yeah.
Maybe somebody was casing it. It wasn't a ghost, it was some kid. It
was really weird, but this one thing did happen to me. I was laying in the bed one night and it was just like, I was chilling out and all of a sudden I felt something like on the bed, and I was like, and I didn't know what it was. And I was like, it just felt so strange. And I was like, it didn't feel bad. It just felt strange, and I was like, and then I felt like it was my grandmother. Her name was Manny Lehman. I had two grandmothers. I was blessed. I had my grandmother on my mom's side, who was my mom's mom, and then I had step grandmother. And her name was Madanante. I was like, oh, Madanante, you came over for a visit, huh? Came to say hi.
Oh, that's so nice.
And then it's just like, it went away. The feeling went away. It was really weird, but it just made me, I couldn't speak. I was speechless. I was like, and then I said, oh, it's nothing bad. It was just, hey, just checking in on you. Hey, you
That's
created.
a common one. That a lot of people have experienced. That
Yeah.
one's, I believe that one, like you said about the energy. When
Yeah.
it's unmistakable, that something is not, this is weird, somebody's here, or something is here.
Yes. Or I've had you know what's funny? I've had the dog, sometimes she'll look and she'll be like, and she'll fixate on something. I'm like, and I'll look where she's looking and she'll just stay there for a minute. So I'm like, you feeling something? You see something? What you see that I don't see? So, because she's a chihuahua, so they're very keen. So I don't know if she's hearing stuff outside because sometimes she'll bark before people come up. And I'm like,
Mhm.
what are you barking at? And then all of a sudden I hear ding, 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 knock, 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 or whatever, So it
But
just,
sometimes nobody knocks, and you're like,
right. And you're like,
what?
what the hell?
No, I've done that too. The dogs, they know. They're like freaked out and just motionless, and you're like, I'm going to bed. Forget it.
Right.
Okay, so we got your good qualities, your bad qualities. When you were younger, you obviously got into this at a very early age, but did you put on shows for your family? Was it like it's CT time at 6 o'clock and the whole family's got to go in the living room?
I was the brat that kicked everybody out of my brother's room. I was the one. I was like, Mom, can you kick him out so I can practice now? And she was like, get out. You know she got to practice. Get out right now. He's like, come on, Mom. And he's going off on me, right? Trying to pull my hair and stuff. That's why we used to fight when we were younger. He used to turn the belt on the other side, trying to hit me with it. But anyway, he used to get so pissed. But we're bad kids all the time.
Get out of your room.
Right. So I kicked him out of his room. I was the one in front of the mirror with the bean bag. But as we got older, I would do like talent shows, karaoke shows where I would win like the little $300 extra school money clothes, so people would come see me at those type of shows. And my sister told me, I was 11 years old. And my sister said, I can remember you being 11. And you were like, one day my name's going to be up in lights. And I was like, she's like, you just knew exactly where you were going. And I was like, oh, you remember that? So she's like, yeah. She said, you were very clear.
Yep. Well, you never meet an Olympian who didn't say, I always saw this day coming. I mean, that's just simple as that. It's not like, oh, surprise, I'm the best. Okay, so you got all that stuff. I guess I don't know which one would mean the most to you, but was there a moment where you were singing? I mean, maybe it was the Star Spangled Banner that was the most important to you as far as meaningful?
When
Or
I
was it
got my
Clinton?
deal, and I wasn't just in Arizona as just CeCe Peniston, the around the way girl that you knew. I had finally got my deal, and I actually came and performed in Arizona as an entertainer, as an actual entertainer that was signed to a record label. That was a really big moment for me because it's like people had seen my journey of me doing shows around Arizona. It's like, oh, she got signed. Oh, that's what's up. And back in the day, there was like probably 10 people signed or 20 people signed to a label. It wasn't just something that you could do. You couldn't be the record company. It was an exclusivity. So to be able to fulfill that dream and be on stages like Jasmine Guy and B. Angie B. And it was like a big 90s concert that they had out in this big old park. And I was like, dang, all my friends are here. And I actually had my song Fine. It was me and Wax and RK and Pooch and everybody. And it was like, damn, look, it was amazing. It was an amazing moment.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that one hit you because of like, I've arrived. I'm here.
There was a few more. The Clinton one when I did Woodstock. I did the brand new Woodstock with Maida Staples, Thelma Houston, Lois Walden, Snow. That was amazing. We did Good Morning America, doing an audience with the Pope out in Rome and Andrew Bocelli.
Oh, I didn't know about that. The Pope?
Yeah,
you open your eyes and the Pope is there?
Yeah, yeah. He gave us a private audience and a rosary, and it was me, Martha Reeves, Lois Walden, Maida Staples, Thelma Houston. It was and Phoebe. And when we saw Andrew Bocelli there, I mean, his voice is amazing. His operatic voice is. So moments like that, and then when I went to Africa, right after I died, and then the whole audience was like, "Finally, it is," and I was like, "Oh man!" It was just such. I got chills on my arms. It was so amazing. It's an amazing feeling.
Well, and that song, just the way it applies to that,
Yeah.
a lifetime, generations and generations waiting for what should be a birthright, the absurdity of it, and then to sing finally, and you're there. Wow.
I had to take a pause almost, and I just kind of stepped back, like, wow, look. I'm like, this is so amazing. Like, it really was. It was a beautiful, beautiful moment to see people who just were showing me so love, and I had no idea that in Africa, like house music was so popular. I found that out more recently. Then when they came to me and they said, "Oh, we love Searching" by Steve So Curly, I was like, "Oh, y'all love Searching." That wasn't even one of the 5 singles that they put out, but that was one of the songs like house heads would know, or house people, Chicago house, like different stuff, you know. So it was
And they did that in Africa.
yeah.
Wow. That's pretty impressive. So you never know. You're right. You never know. All right. Before we wrap up, I want to know, actually, I'm using that word. Can you rap?
I can a little bit. Why you want to?
I would love to hear you rap something.
It was the rap to Finally, so I can be part of it. So it goes, true love, a feeling that I never knew until you came into my life, and now it's real. I never knew that I would find the time. Before you, I thought love was blind, but my life was coasting. Now my emotions too strong for words. You said for devotion, a potion made for.
Oh wow! Oh wow! I like Nicely done, Miss CeCe.
I love that. I love LL Cool J. Remember?
Oh, I'll go with you with LL Cool J. I mean, I grew up with LL.
Who did?
Which one do you like from him?
I want a girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, a Fendi bag and a bad attitude. That's all I need to get me in a good mood. She can walk with a slick and talk the sweet slang. I love it when a woman ain't scared to do a thing. Standing at the bus stop, standing with the lollipop, something like that.
Oh yeah, sucking on a lollipop. Okay.
Hard to make the honey stop. She likes to dance with a rap.
LL is great. Oh man.
I love messing up the words, LL. I love you.
LL, she loves you. She's just so excited singing about it.
I can go in the music song. You know how that goes.
She could sing for the Pope perfectly, not one word. She sings LL. She messes around. She freestyles. Yeah. That's incredible. Well, listen, we're very excited that you came on. I love. You're awesome. You're just really great. Can't wait for the book. You're working on it already. Hopefully, that'll be out in the next 6 to 10 years. Hey, you're home now. You have time. Between rollerblading and writing, you have time.
Yeah, skating. I'm telling you, the script will be done before that.
Okay.
The script.
So are you on roller skates, 4 wheels, or blades?
4 wheels. No, 4 wheels. The pink ones.
Like back at the rink.
The white skates with the pink wheels, I have them.
Oh my God. Okay. I know. I'm old enough to know what you're talking about. And you put this thing down forward to rub it stop. Yeah, that's not a good way to stop. Anyway.
I was gonna rhinestone the wheels, but since you told me I probably was going too far with the rhinestones, I decided not to now.
No, I think on the roller skates, that's where you should be doing it. Yeah. Okay, good. I was just afraid you were doing scarves and stuff like that. That might be frightening.
Just hats.
Just. If I see you next time for an interview and you have a grill that you did at home, like a bedazzled grill,
you never know what the hell I might do. I change up. I can be dark one day, light the next, long, short. I change my look all the time. People are like, who are you today? I name my wigs. They're like Sheila and Michelle and Kiki. And, they're like, who's this? I was like, oh, her name's Kiki. Honey. It's Kiki.
Yeah, and she has a personality. And it's a reflection of you that day. And that's the entertainer side of you. And that's why no one will ever get bored of you, because when someone says, who are you? You don't even know that day. You're like, we'll find out later.
Yeah, don't worry about it. CeCe Peniston's in the house. All you need to know, she's here. And we're having a great time. And that's all that matters.
That's perfect. Just say CeCe. Someone will answer. You don't know who, but yeah, I got a lot of people up here too. I understand.
Days.
When you see me in a wig, then things have gone too far.
Then I'm gonna be like, Eileen.
You go do what do they call that? A wellness check on our friend Chance in New York. Send the police there. Tell everybody all the stuff you want them to know, the websites, the this. I mean, we're going to do a feature and everything, but tell people to check out your stuff.
Okay, hey everybody, if you want to check me out, you can check me out on CeCePeniston.com. You can find out shows coming up, getting pictures, bio, all that good stuff, EPK. Instagram is CeCe Peniston. I'm always on there having a great time. And yes, it's me answering. Just so you guys know, I don't have somebody answering for me. So when you get a message, it's actually for me. Facebook, the official CeCe Peniston Facebook fan page. And then Twitter is CeCe_Peniston. I want to thank you, Chance TV, for having me on today. Eileen Shapiro and Dr. Jimmy Star. Hugs and kisses. Thank you so much for having me. And y'all be blessed in the pandemic. And don't give up hope, y'all. I know that we're probably laughing and talking, but I just want to tell everybody, like, hey, I get it. I've been there. I've been through my share of shit. So I get it. And I hope everyone's blessed and, you know, stay safe. Keep your ass at home. Okay? Thanks.
You're right. You're right. Beautiful. And thank you so much for being on Chance TV. We love it. And Eileen and Jimmy and everybody, thanks for making this happen. And if your brother steals your money, let me know. We'll get a little posse together and go lay a beat on him.
He don't even care. He's so simple. He's not. No.
All right. Good. Good. You finally got a good one on your team.
I did.
Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you, Dad. Bye-bye.
You say goodbye to puppy for me, too. Bye-bye.